politics dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led, to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to stop the show, but there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast. Good evening. Welcome to the GGHOP, the Guaranteed Genuine Honest to Goodness 1 hour podcast. I'm your host, Bill Gant, with the beautiful Karen Haynes.
Good morning.
And James Swinford. It is good morning.
Good morning
for him.
to me.
It is.
Good morning to me.
It is good morning for him.
It's good morning to me.
Good morning to James, because James, you go to work in about an hour or so, right?
A couple hours.
Yeah, that's right. And a full 8 hours, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is the GGHOP, sponsored by Wilson Farm Market. Fry pies, tasty chicken, the whole deal. You've heard the thing. You know what's going on. And also, Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works.
And Frankfurt Beer Works, we're broadcasting live from the tap room of Frankfurt Beer Works, right in the heart of the Christian Ridge Historic District. Glad to have you along with us for a Thursday night on a very special show.
Woohoo!
It's Wednesday, but yeah.
It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday show. Yes.
I know what day of the week it is.
So we're going to have some fun here. So we're letting you know, if you are a regular person, there's a few people that are diehards that tune in. There's people that come and watch later, and they know who they are. So hello to them. Glad to have you along. This is going to be the last episode, not forever, of the GGHOP, but of this format and style. We're going to switch it up. So I'm going to take a bit of a vacation, a summer vacation after tonight's show for about 3 weeks or so, and come back in late July. But things will be on the channel. It'll just be a different format, completely different kind of thing. Hopefully you'll like the new stuff. Hopefully. But before we go, we still have tonight. We've got tonight. I think Bob Seger said that. I know James loves Bob Seger. So, Karen.
Yes.
You've been on a podcast this is the 70th episode. This is number 70.
Wow.
So how's it been? What are your thoughts? What do you think?
Well, I think it's been a lot of fun, and I'm not fast at anything.
Well, that is hilarious by itself.
There we go.
You couldn't have written that.
I just hear. I don't know. I think the beginning was like really exciting for me, just because I think I was really trying hard to be funny or something, and I just try to be a little more organically funny, and maybe I'm not that, but I had fun.
Yeah, I think we've all been ourselves on here.
Yeah,
no one's trying to be a character or something that they're not.
That's true.
You say what you really think on here.
I'm this in real life. Oh no.
This is really how James Swinford is.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is really Karen.
They were all right.
Me. Yeah. So no, I think I'm glad you joined, and again, because when I first started this and trying to think of people and like who could I ask, and then also who would even say yes to this crazy ass kind of an idea out of nowhere, and you did, and also. Big kudos to Karen and the Frankfurt Beer Works for letting us have the show in
sweet
here.
spot.
My God, it's been absolutely wonderful.
I like it. I thought that just gave it.
I do want to tell some people, because some people are asking, like, hey, you haven't been on in a few days. Like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey. And I told them, and then now they might be watching this like, man, he's lying to me. No, the truth is, actually, the last couple times we did them in the evening, our cameras were really overheating in here. There's no air conditioning in this beautiful home. Okay, because it really doesn't need it. But that's a bit of a struggle. Yeah. As we head into July, even if we went to mornings it's still hot inside here in the morning time.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna work out.
It's pleasant tonight.
Yes, but now the weather is not Trust me.
solely reason.
No.
But still, it's a
No.
component.
No,
I can't look cute sweating like a pig.
no, and you look very cute, and your hair is different again. So is it curly now?
It's curly.
There we go. I knew
It's
there was
not going to
something.
stay. As soon as it gets warm, it's going to go straight.
Mine's still falling out.
That's right. Hey, I hear you, man. It's all leaving.
Yeah.
Just got the tail in the back. Taylor life. James,
Yes,
what do,
sir.
you, what do you think about being on a podcast? How's it been?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's weird because the days we didn't do it, I'm like, okay, something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get to enjoy it. You get into
Yeah.
the rhythm of it. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, you were in broadcasting in high school,
Yeah.
so you've been around this before. You did some football broadcasting.
I did
also.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done everything at some point.
Yeah.
For broadcasting, yeah. Whether on air or off air.
Sure. And this has been a lot of fun. You've
Oh,
been
yeah.
very entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Always sharing your opinion.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd be able to be as open.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. You
Yeah.
also find like I before we started ours, and I'm looking at people and again getting ideas for things, and evidently I didn't read them well enough. As you look at the viewership numbers, but it said that you when you start and you first do things, you think that you're going to say things that are going to make people angry, but all of a sudden you're going to be some kind of viral. People are doxing you and
Yeah.
chanting outside your house. And when you start your projects and get on YouTube and Rumble, you realize that no one.
Or they don't understand that I welcome that.
Sure. I mean, that would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd love to be doxed and chased through the streets.
Like
that would be
there's
fantastic.
people outside. Awesome.
It means you have people that watch and listen.
Got two people that text me. I got how many people outside? Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, you realize that's okay. But I really appreciate how open and honest you guys have been. I think also pretty open and honest the people that we've interviewed
Oh, yeah.
have came in and
That was
really
probably the best, too.
answered things. And so I do want to say when it comes to that, we originally this Monday we're gonna have a guest in.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do like a morning show. But I had told him we had troubles with the cameras. It was overheating, and we're getting ready to maybe change some things up. So I think too, when we do the new style of what's going on, they're on the same channel. I still may interview some people
Awesome.
because I like to interview people, and I did that on the radio and done that my whole life. I mean,
Can't get the Charlie Rose out of this guy.
that's right. Yes, I'm the PBS kind. I'm on after Are You Being Served? Check me
What was
out.
the guy that did the rainbow? The
LeVar Burton.
yeah,
LeVar Burton. Yeah,
LeVar.
I'm like a LeVar Burton. We're almost the same shade. I'm getting there.
Getting
I
that
love
there.
LeVar.
driver tan.
LeVar. He was a Star Trek dude, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He had
Geordie
a whole second life.
LaForge.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
mega popular with the Treks,
Roots. Look it up.
Trekkers, and Roots. That's right, he is in Roots.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's Kunta Kinte.
He is Kunta Kinte. Yeah, I was gonna say Chicken George. That's
Yeah.
another guy. Wow, see, a lot of the fun what we get on when we're just hanging out and having a good time.
Bullshit.
Just bullshitting, just having a good time, you know. So moving forward, Karen,
Yes.
what type of things do you have planned? What do you?
I'm still working on that dollhouse. So I spent a large part of yesterday and yesterday evening finishing that up. I put little doorknobs on. You should see them. They're so tiny, cute.
Little balls.
Little balls.
Little balls,
Yes.
as you said. Little balls.
Made me think of several people, but I'll
Yep.
save them for later.
It's okay. It's not
But
the size of the balls.
so I got to finish that up. I got to finish that. I need to get it out of this house. I'm obsessed, but I need to let it go.
So you got some
I
doll
want to
stuff.
do some cricketing stuff. You know, the clothes stuff. I got this great idea
Yes.
for men's underwear,
Continue.
Yes. James is getting something.
and the men's underwear is I want to. Well, yeah, but I want to be able to cricket little sayings on the ass of it and sell it
I get it.
at
Like
the church bazaar.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
like
I like
the one
this
my
already. What's this
husband's-
going to say?
Well, the one my husband wore yesterday was the one I did that says, "You're my butter half," and it's a stick of butter.
Well done, Karen.
You
Well
like that?
done.
Yeah.
And it can be done at church.
Well, I don't know.
You
but
said
I'm
you're going to sell at church
I'm
bazaar. I mean, they got to
yeah.
be they got to be sayings that are somewhat right.
Yeah, but they'll all be cheeky.
I mean, look at you. Please join Karen in 3 weeks for her new show. She's man.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to do that.
So your husband's already tried these out. They look good.
Yeah.
They fit good. Everything's
And
cool.
you know what's interesting is the very first one I did for him says hello on the ass, and it's just now
It doesn't say
starting to,
juicy.
it's just now
That's what I was
starting to
thinking.
show washer wear. So he's, gosh, I think I did that over a year ago. So they'll hold up in the washer.
They hold up. And we talked
hold
about
up.
a few weeks ago, guys keep underwear a long time.
Yeah, well,
So those, you know what I mean? Those will be long. They may, you know, 10
I
years,
think-
he can still be wearing those things.
Whatever material make that could be forever underwear.
It
no,
could be.
I think he's bought new underwear. So I'm trying to think, has it been that long? Maybe he just likes the ones I make and he keeps them longer.
You post a picture of him in some underwear, he might get a modeling job, and you guys
He
ain't
should
gotta
do an
fucking worry
OnlyFans
about
for
it.
girls.
Yeah, dude.
This guy's cut.
Yeah.
If you haven't
He's
seen
cut.
this guy, he walked through before. Has he walked through here before
He's
or something?
cut.
don't think he has,
These guys
has he?
haven't seen him.
He's like a muscly.
But they know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You're from Franklin.
He's like a model.
You know who the shirtless man
Rawr.
is.
Big, strong guy. Reminds me of the one time like one of the first times I think I ever met him. This has been several years ago, and you guys were walking to get a drink, or you guys were just drinking in the street or something. And
Drinking in the street.
and so my wife and I, oh hey, it's Karen, and this is her husband. I'm like, hey man, and he had these little glasses. I'm like, you look like the lead singer from Rush, which is Geddy Lee, and he's like, kind of gave me. I'm like, well, that's supposed to be a compliment or whatever. He's like, oh, that's all right. You know, I wasn't trying to. Yeah, he looks a little like Geddy Lee. So if you're a Rush fan, he looks like Geddy Lee, but like
Bug.
ripped.
So I find funny as anytime I see an older gentleman that's like totally ripped, looking good.
Yeah, yeah.
I take note, and Ryan and I were at
take
the
note
I
for the
take
spank
note.
bank.
It's possible he's not a fluke, but we were at the Milky Way just a few nights ago,
Local ice
and there
cream
was
store.
this
Shop.
really nice looking older man, really good
Oh.
looking buff motherfucker
Hello.
that was gray headed and older gentleman, and I kept pushing Ryan because I wanted him to see that there are other people.
That's the person I'm gonna think
And
of.
he had short and he had short hair.
Oh,
Ryan's
you trying to
still-
say shit to your husband, man?
No,
Tell him to cut
no,
his hair. Is
he's,
that what you're saying right now?
no, he's still got long hair and it looks good. It's just, like you gentlemen, thinning, and it's hard. It's hard to let it go, but
Mine is thinning. Yes, on top.
yeah,
But I got this.
got
It
the
looks good in the
pony in the
winter.
back.
It-
yeah,
love that
that's
part.
true.
I'm sitting here jealous of his hair and his muscles, and she starts bagging on him about it.
No shit.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, cut your hair.
I'm not. I'm just saying, the dude looked really good, and I was just making sure Ryan noticed too.
Now, it's one of those things, when you got long hair, you want to let it go until it doesn't look like it's sustainable at all anymore.
Yeah. I'm just growing this this is it.
Yeah.
I decided, this has been now like 2 years. This is the last time I'm ever doing this. So
Yeah.
when I cut this off to make it shorter, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm never doing this again. So this is the last time. Get it while you can, Karen, or not, I guess. Good luck to Ryan with your short hair.
Good luck to the guy at the Milky Way.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, did the guy turn around and look at you? Did he ever turn around and be like, oh, hey?
I thought we was the only pervs that drove past ice cream shops looking for tail.
Nope, that's Karen. Now, wait a minute. Was this guy alone? Was he like
No, he was with somebody.
some ugly bitch?
No, I don't know.
Skanko.
I didn't look at her.
Now, does he ever stand in line and go, hey, check that out? I'd like to tap the shit out of that later.
No, you're
Oh, he doesn't do that
right.
to you?
He doesn't do that at
It's
all.
a one-way street.
Damn.
You're so sweet, Karen.
Damn it.
Now the Mother's Day makes sense. Oh, that
Now
Mother's
it
Day
clicks,
makes
right?
sense.
No, my old lady points other girls out.
Nice.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. I point the girls out too. I'd be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute.
It was like one time we're walking through the mall down in like Keystone, Allisonville, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
And they have it's like a leather pants shop or something. And these three
out.
girls, they look like WNBA basketball players. These three black girls come out of there, and they're all taller than me.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're all taller than, like all three of them are taller than me.
Called climb a tree, baby.
As soon as they come walking out, and we're slowly walking behind them, I look up. I'm like, Jesus Christ! And the old lady's just like, man, look at the ass on them girls in those jeans. I'm like, yeah, look at the ass on them
Nice.
girls. Yeah.
It's fun when you can go hunting together a bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, I talked so much shit before we got together, and we weren't even like together then.
Yeah.
She already knows how I am, so it's not like it was a thing.
Hey, she still's around.
Yeah.
Right. She knows. She likes it. She
I'm not just a
participates.
dirty old man on TV. I'm one in real life.
Did not
I'm
just play one on TV?
Like this is the like decaffeinated version.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the morning version. You're like kind of
Yeah.
huddled and tired.
Yeah.
When we did the morning shows, man, you were
Zinging.
nighttime.
I had to slow myself down on the morning
Yes.
shows. Yes.
This guy was
Yeah.
on fire.
Probably about an hour ago, I was about an octave deeper.
Sure. When you first wake up, I think you were.
I could have done my Archer.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
Archer?
Bob. I'm Archer. I'm Bob.
Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Yes. You do a couple good impersonations, Bob. And
Carl.
then local news guy on the radio. James does a great local news guy.
I do
on the radio.
inflections of people who have inflections very well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Practicing from when we had friends like that when we were younger.
Yes, had a
Yeah.
couple. Now, I don't know about you. I think maybe yours was not too long ago. Karen, coming up in a week, this weekend
Oh.
is your anniversary, correct?
No, friends of ours anniversary.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No.
Oh man, I'm
Mine's
sorry.
in May 26th.
Never mind.
23 years.
What's today's date?
The 27th.
Mine would have been like a week ago. Oh, yeah. Because we're not still technically married. We got divorced and got back together.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm
But
not,
it works out.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you think you don't want to? You're done. Neither one of you really cares.
It's not up to me.
Oh, okay.
Like act like it's our decision.
Well, I just thought maybe like, it's a piece of paper still. We don't care, man.
Yeah.
You know,
If
we're
we did, it'd be
together.
for like insurance.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
be something stupid, just something government.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, my cigarette went out.
No, it's our other brew partner. It's her.
Part of Frankfurt Brewworks.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's her parents' anniversary.
My mistake. this whole
They
time.
we all brewed beer for it and all this, and they chose a venue after the fact, and now they cannot take the beer.
Can't bring it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't bring it in. Can't bring in the root beer or anything. So there's a party the next day. It's like an after party.
That's when we'll have the beer.
Yeah.
See, at first I thought it was your anniversary, and then when it
No.
wasn't, I really didn't care about any story.
And then when I was like, he asked me where it was, and I said, I don't know where it is because I don't know where it is. And he's like,
That's why before we were talking, you're like, well, I'm not really sure where it is. I got like a card out there. I'm like, man, that's your party. What? But the whole time, like, man, why don't you know where you're going?
it's not my fucking
It's
party.
not your fucking party. Well, congratulations to you being married.
So now, like weddings and shit like that, and anniversaries and stuff like you always felt like there should be like two separate invitations. Like you're invited to the party, and then everybody else is like, "Hey, we're going here for the after party."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like last 3 or 4 weddings I've gone to, it's been like a make sure this is for the older folks in the morning type of deal.
yes,
And
the
then,
traditional style.
Yeah, everybody kind of shows up later to that knows they're going to be there later on.
Yes.
So you start to get your party on towards the end rather than to start.
Instead
If you
of-
show up at like 3 on a fucking wedding day, I'm going to be wrecked by like 8 o'clock.
Yep. Yeah.
You know.
The sun won't be down, and
Yeah.
it'll be passing out. So
When we got married, when we did get married, we had a breakfast brunch for the reception, and then we had an after party at the Bulberry Conservation Club.
okay, I've been there.
That
Yep,
was
yep,
kick
yep.
ass.
Out in the country,
good time.
place to have.
I've passed out there a couple times.
Yeah, I said conservation.
Yeah, the
Club.
conservation
Okay,
club.
yeah.
Conservation Club.
I almost thought I said,
I used to live in one of those houses by it on the hill,
yeah.
and we used to ride our
Is
four-wheelers
that the
back
one with
there.
all the trees?
No, it was the one next. You know, the one that has all the Christmas shit. I lived
Yeah.
in one right next to it. I was the
Yellow?
one that had to put trash bags on the windows because that guy's stuff was so bright.
Shit.
You ever seen that
He's
Christmas
still
display?
doing it.
He does it
too.
every year.
Every year.
Yes, and he's even got a radio receiver out there. I think.
No, I told you he's got a full-on inside his
Transmitter,
house.
sorry,
He's got a
transmitter.
full-on computer system that runs it. That's dedicated to it, so it takes like no energy to run it and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my.
A few years back, switched everything to LEDs, so it wasn't taking so much energy and shit like that. Like I used to hang out with him all the time and drink beer with him. That dude is like computer science fucking genius. He does all that stuff in the yard and has it pre-planned like like way ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it can all be sequenced when you go by there later on. So he puts them all up in the orders. He
Thought
puts
of
them in
that.
and the whole 9 yards. So a whole task that goes into doing that shit every year.
Yes. And I know that's one with a transmitter. It says tuned to it.
Yeah.
Like an FM station.
Yeah,
He's
there's
got,
3 or
like,
4 of those guys around here that do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
pretty
he's
cool.
one of those ones too.
I know Brian and I would love to do that to this house. Can you imagine this thing blown up?
Oh man.
Man.
This would be Christmas Central.
That would be awesome.
It would take a lot of lights.
And-
This house is a massive Victorian.
and-
just for the porch.
Yeah, that's the
Because it
port.
wraps all the way the fuck around. So
And I usually, no, I don't do it every year, but usually put a Christmas tree in every room.
Oh, that's right.
And then I
remember that.
have a gingerbread party every
Yes,
year.
you do.
I have a friend that did the tree in every room thing, then moved to an apartment because he wasn't living with his parents anymore. So there were like those same amount of trees, but in a like 3-bedroom apartment. It was ridiculous.
my gosh.
You walked in and it was just like you had to walk through a path of trees to get stuff.
It was a single friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Probably so.
I had a lot of friends, but he was single.
It was a single guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody wants to help me with that, hook me up.
You got to
I mean-
start now because
I
by
mean,
the
don't
time
knock
you get
me up.
going,
just to
Look
let
me
people know
up.
too, who see this part now, this home. What is this called? It is a Victorian era house.
This is-
what is this?
Yes, it's a Victorian house, but there's a definite word for it, and Ryan, the architect, knows it best. But I want to say it's a free classic, free.
it has 3 different types of houses kind of built
Yeah,
into
that's
it.
why it's a
Like
free.
the windows are very Victorian style and the pillar things and the stuff on the outside.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
then certain aspects of it aren't.
yeah.
but
So,
it
like-
is a massive.
Oh,
When
I
was
don't
this
know if
house
it's
built?
That big.
This place.
It was built in 1890, finished in 1906.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
So,
it took a while.
and how many bedrooms, if it had to be bedrooms, would be in this house?
There's one room that doesn't have a closet, so technically you can't count it, but it's right outside the door, the closet. But so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, and then that spare room.
So it's real small.
Yeah. So this was the type of house that was built for people in the 1890s with 12 kids.
Yeah.
Well, you know who built this house is John Ross. You know Ross.
John
you-
Ross?
Yeah.
John Ross
I
built
don't
this
know who that is.
house.
I love doing that joke.
You suck.
That's for
ass.
you always looking behind me before we start shows, and I look
I'm
up in the
looking
alley
for
and I'm
him.
like, ha ha ha, I made you look.
Isn't he the Ross of Ross Aid?
Yes.
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 Oh, the person that the Ross the Purdue football stadium is named after.
Yes.
This was his home. Or he built
he
it.
built it.
He built
He
it.
didn't. I don't know that he lived in it,
He's very Tippecanoe famous.
but I think
Yes.
one of his children did.
Purdue people.
And then it became the Pilgrim Holiness Church Mission House. And when it became that, they actually boarded up. We have a stained glass window of a beautiful woman with a kind of a Greek outfit on, right? And her one breast is exposed.
It's awesome.
It's pretty.
It's totally awesome.
I try. Never mind.
It's sexy.
Anyway, they boarded it up instead of taking it out, which is really great because we just had it repaired.
It protected it.
But yeah, they
kept
protected
it
it
from
instead of
breaking.
ripping it out, which was pretty
Project
cool.
Save a Titty.
Yeah.
Been a funeral home twice.
It was a what?
Funeral home twice.
Funeral home twice. So we're probably sitting right where they were.
Cutting shit up.
This looks like a good place to.
Oh, could you say
this-
cutting shit up? I was hoping food was served in here, not where they were sawing people up.
No, that's where they were putting him in the casket.
Ah,
this was
shit.
the
Casket room.
casket room.
Oh man.
And then it's also been a museum.
Yes. And now it's a brewery
And now, yeah,
ish.
I gotta.
Sorry, due to
I got
local
the-
laws, it's not a brewery.
Holy brewery, Batman.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
It's a brewery.
Got to get a liquor license to be able to sell it, but we definitely are making enough of it.
There we go. Very exciting. Very nice.
You never know.
So, what else you guys want to talk about?
Seems like everybody's getting on the whole Ozempic is bad for you campaign, and then all the celebrities that have taken it and shrunk up are like, no, this is all great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard
Have you seen some of the? There's because I don't keep up on celebrity shit very often. Like
Yeah.
I tab into it here and there whenever something pops up that interests me. But like, if you haven't seen a celebrity that you used to watch in like the 2000s, like the early 2000s, mid 2000s,
You won't recognize him now.
no, like I saw like the Osbournes. Have you seen the Osbournes? Like Ozzy's?
Just the other day I saw him.
Oh my God, what happened?
They're all,
They shriveled into bones, and now you can see all the plastic they put on them.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's real
they're
bad.
on it.
Yeah, and I used to think his daughter was chubby and cute as fuck
Yeah, she was.
back when she had like the purple hair and the pink
She
hair.
looked like Cyndi Lauper, kind of.
She looked like chubby Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. Had that vibe.
Like
But now
between
she's-
her and Pink, it was like a cross between her and Pink.
Yeah, you're right. If her,
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper and
Yeah.
Pink had a baby, you would get
Yeah, Kelly.
Kelly Osbourne.
that her name?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well done. Yes.
Huh.
So people are taking the Ozempic, and it's not there now.
No,
They're
like
not
I saw like a
cool.
whole because they started going through a list of people that they were talking about were taking it.
Yeah.
Man, I was sitting there like, if nobody saw you in a few years, which I hadn't, and saw them, and I was friends with them, I'd be like, "Are you okay? Do we need to go to like?"
Yeah. No shit. You think they were dying?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
But they're talking about they're going to put it in a drug form here
For
pretty
pill.
soon. Yeah.
So
you
then
have
you
to
can take a
shoot it.
pill
Yeah.
instead of a shot.
Yeah. So these people are going to be just putting stuff in their stomach that's just going to boil them from the fucking inside and think it's all good.
It's electro paste all over
Right.
again
That's
from the
right.
cats.
Smoking on the porch till you dissolve from the inside.
Now I know 2 people that take it.
Really?
Okay. One person I know that took it. I didn't know there. This has been like over a year or so ago. It was way not even on the radar yet.
Yeah. When they weren't
And-
singing the jingles yet.
And when they were not singing the jingles yet.
Don't even start. It's
And
just
this
one of those.
person, who I'm close to, I see once in a while. When I saw this person, I thought it was someone else. I
Really?
thought it was
Wow.
a sister. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Because of
What
how
have you been doing?
drastic. Yeah.
I'm like, well, are you running? What the heck are you doing, man? You look great. Well, I'm taking a shot. It's called Ozempic, and it does this and does that. I don't get hungry, and this and that, and whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, all right.
I didn't even know what it was till you made the joke.
Yeah.
early
and
on in
it's
this,
been
yeah.
jiving. And then the other person I know that's taking it, they are like losing some weight, but it's kind of shifting around and it just seems to keep making her boobs smaller. And so I don't really know about if I like Ozempic. That's all. So guess who that person is?
Deflated titty.
But it's but here's my thing about Ozempic. That's what I think. It is America. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think now it's not really electro paste.
No.
Okay, you can do whatever you want. But I talked to my doctor about it because I asked her, I said, hey, what do you think about
Is
this?
Ozempic right for me?
That's what I asked her.
Here's
But-
the phone number. Call.
But instead of me, it was a woman in a hijab with a, yeah. 'Cause on a drug commercial, it can't just be a regular dudes
Oh,
and
no.
chicks. It's got to be, I would have had to been
It'd been
some, like-
you and your mixed race family.
Yes, yes, it was me, my black wife, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Ozempic right for me. I told her, I said, here's my issue with though, and I said, you're prescribing this. What about when you do that? The thing is, it changes your body, okay?
Yeah.
And so you do get smaller, but then I wonder too, like you didn't do anything physically to get there. So you're still going to have the same mental and attitude and habits that you did
Oh,
when
yeah.
you were 400.
Yeah.
But nothing changed because you did this. And then I think too that maybe at the end, maybe not. You'd have to talk to some of these people, like maybe you've seen, like, are you happy? So is this it? Now are you done? Like, are you now happy because you're thin? That's all you wanted? Are you happy now? Is
Yeah.
it okay? Or are you still like, I feel like something's missing?
Well, I know
Something's missing was a struggle.
because I've had all kinds of friends that have had to have that stomach that had the stomach surgery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And had to have it for health reasons, like they were too bad, they had pituitary problems, shit like that. That was messing with things.
Yeah.
But like, we also had a friend that when that was getting real popular, remember that was super popular late '90s, early 2000s, whatever that. I don't know, it was like lap band or whatever it was.
Lap band.
Oh,
Where they would
You
yeah.
call it staple in your stomach.
Yeah, yeah, and
Liposuction. You
yeah.
suck fat out of you.
but this one was the one where it basically bottled up your stomach.
and your stomach becomes the size of a thumb.
Yeah, you don't get to eat as much.
Uh-huh.
Well, we had a friend at work that when he went to the doctor and he was overweight, whole 9 yards, lazy as shit, and I mean, just he was. But he actually, his doctor told him that with the right stuff, he could get down to a level where he wouldn't have to have the surgery.
Yes.
So he started showing up to work, and every 5 minutes you'd see him eating a whole like sleeve of donuts. Or a whole like he wanted to get up to where he was qualified to get this surgery, so he wouldn't have to.
Oh my God.
Ended up doing it. So then after he has it done, right, he goes through the whole spiel, and he was a Harley rider, rode a big Ultra or something like that, one of the real big ones.
Yeah.
Which I could barely fucking lift anyway, and most of the people will tell you if it falls over, you're fucked type of
Yeah,
bikes.
your leg. Yeah.
Didn't realize that after he got rid of all this weight, there wasn't nothing underneath it holding it up. Big legs because he had you have to have big legs to hold your big ass up. Whenever you're a bigger person, you just got naturally bigger legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had nothing else though. So when he went to go riding on his bike, he's just sitting at the stop sign. This bike just says, "Broop," and falls right over because he didn't have enough in him to fucking pull it back up and do anything about it. Got it herniated himself in a bunch of different places trying to pick the bike back up because he had nothing left. Because they don't understand after they get rid of all that, the muscles they didn't use from some of the stuff just from not using, they're like a veal cow. You got to work that shit back into motion before you start doing some stuff.
That's the idea behind exercise.
There's no easy cheat to fucking do any of this stuff. Eventually, you have to lift some shit and eat right. That's how it fucking ends up.
And to me, the byproduct of changing your life and doing things is that you lose the weight. That's like the extra part.
Yeah.
Because the other part should be I'm enjoying that I've gotten into jogging or I'm swimming or I'm going to the YMCA. I'm lifting weights 3 times a week. Like that makes you feel good when you do those things and you finish exercising. It releases endorphins in your body. You feel good of what you've done. I can speak from experience because I have been big and small and big and small. You just saw me smoke a cigarette. I smoke, but I jog with my son. My son's been jogging now for 3 years.
When we first got out of school, you used to run like 20 fucking miles a day. You ran like you were Forrest Gump.
I would run.
I'd just be
miles.
randomly driving out in the country, cruising to
Yes.
smoke, and run into him running somewhere.
It was fun.
I
being
know
in my,
what love is.
I might not be a smart man, and that's mine.
He did marry.
That's it.
He did marry a Jenny.
I did marry Jen.
Yeah, Jenny.
But mine is I may not be a smart man.
Shit happens.
That's it. There is no other thing for
Shit
me.
happens.
Yeah, shit happens. But I'm in my 20s, and I'm out jogging like on some Saturday or Sunday afternoon or in the evening, and I'm running, and then some car like pulls up, and I look over, and it's like 4 guys like, "What's going on, Cam? What are you doing, dude?" I'm like, "I'm just out here jogging, dude. What are you guys doing?" "Well, we're just burning and learning, bro." "Okay, well, have a good one now. See you guys later." So I was out in the country where people were smoking weed. It was fun. I ran into some friends out there. It was a good time.
He was on the regular routes. Couldn't help it.
Yeah. So I used to run like 6 miles at a time.
Yeah.
And then I ran the mini marathon one year, and I ran it so fast I qualified the next year for a seeded competition number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah. And then the next year I didn't do it. And then I met someone and got married and got fat. And so that happens. And I got skinny and fat again. But yeah, I'm working on it again. Always something I'm thinking about. But when I'm done doing those things or lifting weights or when I'm swimming, we ride bikes, you feel good.
Yeah.
You feel good. You're supposed to just change things. So I just think when you do that, you might look in the mirror and be like, I'm still not happy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all. I mean, if this is what's going to make you happy is that you weigh less. It's up here.
There was this guy that was a trainer up at Kokomo at that gym I used to go to, and he was like a qualifier for like Mr. Universe or something because he was like
Shit.
He was like $175, but you could see every muscle on his body. He looked like
Like her husband?
prototype, yeah. And he literally was telling me like the only thing that he did to change to get to where he was just replace your bad habits with better ones. And that was it. He goes, because we're all habitual. So everything we do, we're all, everything.
Yes.
All you got to do is replace those bad ones with good ones.
And that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
And so, good.
So I'm working on this this meal plan of no carbs, no milk, no sugar.
Nope.
I can't figure out what else there is.
Well, as you shared with us before, no PJ.
Cardboard. Anyway, so I've been making
tube
stuff and try to have food ready so when you're hungry you can just find something to eat anyway.
Yeah.
She's on a no protein diet.
Yeah, no, I'm on protein.
No, she's
I'm
not.
We're not going to talk about this. You don't do
Don't
that.
even okay, well I might try. Anyway,
Oh, man. Join us in a few weeks.
you
when we
will
find
never
out.
know. You'll never know.
Well, I will never know. I'm long
will
since
never
never going to
know.
know.
But anyway,
Yes.
so I'm trying to make this food. I'm trying to make, good choices. And then also I'm trying to use up the bad stuff that we've got in the house so that it's no longer here and don't replace it. Don't replace the popcorn. Don't replace the butter. Don't replace the milk.
Give them to me.
You're like when the power goes out, you're not sure if the food's gonna hold, so everybody just starts eating everything. You ever done that?
Yeah, just eat it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just
In
in case.
case.
So you're trying to get rid of all the
So I
things that are
am. I'm
snacky
trying. Yeah.
and high
So
calorie
I'm
food.
trying to make a change that way.
Okay.
And eating
And-
healthy is way more expensive too.
It is.
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
But I will tell you what really doomed me. As I went to Aldi's recently, they have Reese cups. Happens to be one of my favorite candies. 59 cents
For
a Reese cup. Reese cup.
A single cup.
No, a double normal
Oh, the
package.
package. Okay,
Reese
okay.
cup.
I get it. Yes.
Anyway,
yes, yes.
59 cents. When's the last time you saw a candy bar for 59 cents?
The 90s.
Yes, it's because these are from the 90s. They're imported from China.
Yeah.
They're old. Don't eat them.
The date on the back of them probably says
There is no date.
It's probably got like an old font.
It says 1990.
Yeah.
I downed 2 of them before I got home.
2 packages?
2 packages, yes.
Go, girl, go.
Yeah, I couldn't
Well, now,
help it.
see, now you're talking about this, and of course, now we've got a great shot of both of you over here. As you can tell, Karen is grossly overweight. I'm glad you're finally making a decision to get healthy because you really, there's times your corpulence, I mean, you're just spilling out of shit.
I got thick
gross.
thighs.
It's gross. I mean, so I'm glad you're losing weight. If Richard Simmons was here, he'd be holding
be
your
like,
hand. You know, it's good.
sweating
Glad
to
you're
the
making a
oldies.
change to get smaller.
Oh, wow.
That's okay. Well, I like, and just to, at least part of this, like when I said I talked to the doctor, that's why I told her, I said, hey, you're prescribing this, but you know, what about exercise, whatever? And what you just said about how it's just hard to get people to change their habits.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, well, thanks for waving
Especially
the white
when
flag,
Aldi-
doc. Jesus Christ.
especially when Aldi's got candy for 59 cents.
And we got 59 cent candy. Come
seriously.
on. I don't
That's
know.
right.
It's okay. The lap band surgery, though, I have a family member who is in the medical field, and she let me know that all that stuff, like
It's temporary.
stomach stapling and that stuff, the success rate, the unsuccess rate that it won't work is like 98.9.
I would say I've known at least because out where I worked
Right.
at, there were a lot of people that were getting it because once one person does something and tells everybody else about it, other people start seeing
Yes,
what it is,
they wanna
right?
try it
So
too.
like, same thing happened with like LASIK surgery back in the day. One
a lot
person
of people
gets
got
it, and
LASIK.
everybody got it.
A
Right?
lot of people got LASIK.
So like, I would say out of the 6-ish people,
Yeah.
5 of them went right back to what they were.
There you go. 90-some%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the average.
Some
You
of
gotta
like
go back.
one of them went like halfway between what she was and what she wasn't. Yeah.
I knew somebody close that had the one where it does the lap band and your stomach is the size of a thumb. And then the only thing I think would be the problem with that is, and what really sucks is then when you do that and you have physically, at least with Ozempic, you're taking a shot, and at any time you can be like, I'm done. You can just quit anytime you want. It's not habit forming. You know, you can stop doing that, and it's not physically doing. But they do that surgery and tighten that up. It's depressing for the holidays. Everybody's sitting around Thanksgiving or Christmas or barbecue, man, hanging out, hot
Yeah.
dogs, whatever, potato salad, whatever. And then there you are eating one piece of potato salad
Yeah.
and a piece of a hot dog, and now you're full.
Well, weight loss has never been anything I've had to worry about.
Yeah, you.
I have to worry about
for
not
God's
losing
sakes.
so much weight because
Yeah,
I'll fucking die.
You have fantastic genes, and
like I do like a little bit of effort and I'm in shape, like nothing.
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, in your job, what you do, you're constantly
Yeah.
moving and stacking
Yeah.
and pushing and pulling.
I'm to the point now where I've exhausted all of my calories and have to like start doubling how much I'm doing.
Yes, and I think most people would
Kill for
love
that.
to be you.
Sure.
I have a muffin top.
My back hurts.
You know, I think we talked. I don't think we talked about the show on this before, but let's straighten this out before we tear things down. Now,
All
Jake-
women do.
Well, but hold on. Here's the thing. I didn't think that part that she's pulling out there and whipping around because again, you're so obese.
She's a normie and she's just trying to make excuses.
normie.
But I didn't know you call that your muffin top. I thought the muffin top is down by like your crotch where your pubic hairs is like a puff.
That's
your
fupa,
muffin
right?
top.
Oh.
That's fupa, right?
I don't know what that is.
Fupa?
Because I'm thinking
Muffin
muffin,
tops-
like a vagina, you know, the muffin, muffin
No,
top, the top of it. Now you're
No.
telling me it's a stomach above your
It's
crotch.
like above
Didn't
your
know that?
jeans. So
No!
like, you see
It's a
somebody,
muffin top, or the muffin or top.
Yeah,
goes around.
you see somebody in jeans, and then whatever's hanging over the jeans is
Bill's
the
talking
muffin top.
fupa.
That's it. Then okay, that's somebody the fat upper pussy area. Correct?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Okay, there we go. See, I remembered something.
What you-
Fupa.
Fupa, a fat upper pussy area. So when the hair part is like really fat. I thought that. I thought
No.
that was a muffin top.
No, this is
No.
That is a muffin top.
Yeah.
Learn something new every
And
day.
if a man has it, it's called Dunlap.
It Dunlaps over your belt.
Yeah.
Very
Because
good.
your stomach Dunlapped over your belt.
Okay. Because I've never had a fupa myself.
yeah.
You know, because I don't have a vagina. Well, over halfway through, we want to say a big thank you to Wilson Farm Market on our FUPA evening. It's been a lot of fun. Good times, good times. Fried pies, chicken. Visit them. They have a website and everything. And as we do say that, I want to say Wilson Farm Market will continue to sponsor the next round of what we're doing. And I do want to say a big thank you. I don't know if he's even listening or somebody can get it. I do thank Scott Wilson. Of course, I thanked him before. This person that runs this business, great guy. We had him in here. We interviewed him.
Yeah.
So without his help, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to even start any of this at all. So big thanks to him. Big thanks to him. So yes, keep shopping at Wilson Farm Market, and we'll keep talking nice things about them. Let's see. Well, we've talked about fupas. We talked about lap bands. This is
It all started with me bringing up Ozempic. That's funny.
yes. Good job. The Ozempic was a lot of fun.
All right, now somebody else come up with something.
All right, pass the phone. All right, what are we doing? What do we want to talk about? Let's see. I want to talk to something about for a second. That we appreciate everybody that tunes in and has been watching, and we want you to stick around. I hope we've done a great job. These people have poured their time into it. James has been here. You be providing the house. James has to drive from another town to be here
Yeah.
for every episode.
Mileage.
Yes, so he gets mileage, So these people care. We all care what we're doing. But ultimately, why we're kind of switching things up is, I don't know. I think just not enough viewers. Again, like I'm sponsored. I want to do well for the sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also want to do well for people, and I like to reach more people. And I believe that, honestly, that if you are a person that writes or you think you're funny, if you are truly funny, it doesn't matter what color you are, what sex you are, who you like to have sex with, what your religion is,
I'm
what
a
your
her,
politics
him.
are, where your politics are. If you're funny, they will find you. It will get shared and you will be found. So evidently, just what we seem to be doing here, what I'm writing is just not that funny. So I appreciate those that have stuck with it, and hopefully that will increase. But the idea behind this too is just I just want more people.
Yeah.
I do, and not as a vanity thing, but as a person that creates it and writes it. I'm like you people and you people out there. I have families. I'm in a band with somebody that makes music. I have a son at home that I spend time with. I got another job. I got other things I like to do.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to expend my effort and do things, I do want it to be worth the effort.
Yeah.
And hey, again, everybody that tunes in, I love it all. I appreciate it. But I just, if there was 5,000 people watching every video, and we have 400 comments on every one of our videos, and that's a different story. Then that's working. But something in here must not be working. But I do want to get it across that it has nothing to do with these two at all. Because like when James hosted it, he's like, "Hey man, Bill writes all this stuff." So that was good, but then also, again, Bill writes all this stuff. So it's shitty. It's Bill's fault, So, so I'm going to try some different things. The water pistol thing, we might do as like a little side thing here and there.
Yeah.
But I got some other ideas and things I want to work on.
The watch along ideas that we had have been pretty good.
Yeah, so that's the idea too. Like eventually come back with some live things after we get a few people on the new one and people coming in, and then we can get together. And this is not the end at all. Again, this is the last episode of this format. Again, taking a few weeks off, not shutting the doors yet. It's not over yet. We'll see what happens. But they won't be the last you see of these people. So again, you'll be invited in to do things, and it just won't look like this. We might spend less time talking about fupas or who swallows and who doesn't. Because that's not important. Well, to some people it is.
It was more. We were more having a discussion about the participation of actually giving them, and you brought up the swallowing part.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I was just asking about things, and then whatever. So anything else you'd like to say about being on a podcast? You want to say to people out there? Anything you think about? Anything you didn't get to say the whole time that you really wanted to say? You're holding back.
How did it change you, Karen?
How's it change?
Do you feel like a more open person when you're in a regular forum now?
He's moister.
Yeah.
Just in here, it's warmer.
I've learned a few things, that's for sure.
Do you feel like when you're with people and you're doing stuff, like you still have to be entertaining?
Did I have to be entertaining, or
Yeah.
did they have to be entertaining?
You.
Me, no.
No?
I'm not that entertaining.
You're just always in host mode.
I'm a host. I'm a host with the most.
You are a fantastic hostess.
Yeah.
When it comes to your house and things you do. Absolutely. How about you, James?
Well, this was the
You're
first
a funny guy.
Well, this is the first thing I'd done on the air in a long time.
Yeah.
Besides, like, football game and then just being on stuff. But like, it's just weird having something a little bit more. Because I haven't had shit going on that had anything to do with stuff like this. It was more like this many days a week at this period of time,
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
on actual show format, whole 9 yards. So, because I told you when we first started that this was just for all of us to dip our toes into it, to get into it
Sure.
more than anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always considered the whole process to be more like these are our whole set of demos for whatever it is we go
For something
to
else
doing
maybe.
next. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And certainly if this was working more, then we definitely, that was in the plan, was then soon, there would be probably James has a show, you probably have something, then once in a while, but that didn't work because Bill writes this. And so thanks, Bill.
See, I've always just thought that Karen should have like, because there are OnlyFans that are actually just people doing stuff.
Yes, it's not sexual.
Like hers should be just like, homemaking with Karen.
That's
She
what I'm
just does
saying.
random shit throughout the house that teaches you. Because there's a lot of girls that don't have moms that teach them about homemaking at all. It's the
True.
same different. There's that guy that got really popular because he's like, there's a whole slew of people that don't have dads teaching them how to do shit. And all he did was make videos to teach kids how to fucking
yeah.
change a tire, how to do random stuff that
Yeah.
your dad would have taught you back when you were little that you didn't
Yes.
get taught type of shit.
Wow.
See? So
And I think that's
inspiring.
I think that's a market that Karen could get into,
That's sweet.
especially for like moms.
if I were you, I'd be doing cleaning the house or whatever this dull stuff is, topless. I swear to God, you will be a millionaire in 4 months.
You can just wear
swear to God.
scandalous clothes. It
They're
doesn't
not
have to be-
even a handful.
No,
Yeah, but there's people that love that
Just
shit.
saying.
That doesn't matter.
It just has to be scandalous clothes. It doesn't have to be.
But I'm just saying, topless, doing the stuff, just like normal, and you will be a millionaire. I can. I've talked about mine, and if this doesn't work, the new one, I am doing on OnlyFans. That's super dirty.
I got
But no,
chicken legs,
I'm gonna dip,
chicken
my, I'm
legs
gonna
and a
dip my toe in that.
chicken legs and a bad grill. I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. So possibly you could do something like that. Now, James. So, anything you want to say?
Anything else I want to say? That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
He's not.
It's been a good journey.
It's been a good journey, been a good time. Yeah, know that these people have spent their time and their effort with like little to no pay as well. They everybody got a little something, but I mean, hey, it was. I
Well, I
appreciate
tell
it.
you,
it's-
one thing I got out of it for sure is getting to know you a little better.
oh well, that's
I
nice of
know.
you to say. Thank you.
Your wife has been one of my best friends for quite a while, and morning routine is that she'd call me on her way to work, and I bet you 9 out of 10 times, my dyslexic self would, I just let her talk and just be amazing, like how well, she was able to kind of shed her skin before she walked into another day or situation at wherever she worked. And anyway,
I'm glad you
and
had
you
that.
were the butt of it sometimes.
Well, I'm
so
sure. I'm glad you had
I'm
this
glad now to
quasi
see the other side
homosexual
of the
relationship.
coin.
This is fantastic. No
Realize-
wonder I'm not getting any of that. No, sorry, I gotta flick this.
She's
thing.
taking up all your talking to time with your old lady.
Well, okay. So so what happened was too is that
Yeah.
she would call, and I didn't know about this, but my wife was teaching like out of town, and so she would wake up extra early, and then as she was driving to work at like whatever teachers get up at like 2 a.m. or some shit, whatever it is,
Bullshit.
like 6 a.m. or whatever.
Okay,
And
six.
so she was saying like she's driving there, and she would call Karen, and then soon she told me about it, and I'm like,
but
wait
I
a minute.
like that because
Karen's in bed, has a giant 90,000 square foot house to clean, and here you are calling it, well, I'm on my way to work, got aboard, just thought I'd talk to you. I'm like, stop that shit.
No,
No,
because
it
Leave
wasn't
Karen
that at
alone.
no,
all.
it's kind of the same way how my friends
that
do
way
with
at
me
all.
all the time. They always know I'm going to be up in the middle of the night, no matter when it is. So
Yeah.
they know, hey, I can always just shoot him a text because he's going to be up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But my wife was calling like filibustering her in the mornings trying to sleep. I was like, man, let her sleep. God damn it.
She's
And then
probably.
she did quit calling you like, hey,
And she did
why'd you say
quit.
that shit?
and now she didn't
Like,
call
I was
me
trying to let
anymore.
you sleep in.
No,
You guys can get together later when you've been well rested. I don't want you.
I wrote her a card. I sent it to her in the mail. We only live like 5 blocks away from each other, but I mailed it, and I'm hoping maybe she'll read it. And
It's
maybe
fun the more
she'll
that we
call
hang out, the
me.
less you hang out.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That happens a lot when
Like,
it's between us.
seriously, as soon as
Stealing a
we started
friend.
hanging out,
My son's the same
she
way.
dropped me like a hot potato. Hot potato.
No, done great. So you guys have been great. And it's also, hey, it's a big deal too to ask people that kind of thing. So I was trying to find people that, I mean, a lot of people
Didn't
like,
have
oh, you want me to
anything to
show up
do.
3 days a week and you're going to pay me or nothing? Like, no. I mean, no, I have a life, dumbass. Like, no one's going to, So I was thankful that you two even wanted to even try it.
Well, nobody talks to me unless I go out. So like the only text I receive during the month
Yeah.
is from occasionally the old lady asking me something.
Yeah.
And my phone telling me my minutes need to be re-upped.
Okay.
That's it.
Not a lot of, a lot of your own time. Yes. Yes.
Gives me a chance to vent.
That's right. That's right. And so, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think we've had a good time. Any suggestions as this moves forward? Anything? Write better jokes.
If you're not doing a solo thing where it's just you sitting in front of your computer, there's a lot more that goes into this shit than what people think.
A lot. And also, we're talking about these three, but the person behind the camera that does the work, it is a lot to do live streams on 2 or 3 different platforms.
Yeah, cut camera 1, cut camera 2.
And then trying to super up graphics and put up things for people talking. Like,
But what's crazy is what he's doing just sitting over there. There used to be, 6 of us in a master control room?
Absolutely.
That did everything that he's doing there in individual pieces.
in 1987,
With
this would
machines,
cost-
and we had you remember the big ass directing console
Oh,
with all the
yeah.
levers and
Big
all the
switcher
stuff?
and-
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
If this is 1987, the startup cost for this would have been $250,000.
Yeah.
We could never do this.
In
you know?
80s money.
Impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing really well. And Michael's been absolutely fantastic. And Michael will be helping with the new stuff too. But yeah, so he's done a great job getting us on there. I mean, there's times we've had issues or whatever, but if you know anything about this, you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a person that ever was like, well, I watched it and half the time I couldn't hear him, whatever. Well, we can always watch your podcast. What have you done?
Right.
This is not easy to put on, but it's a lot of fun. And I certainly like the writing aspect of it from my end. I just get to write more. So the new kind of thing will be just different. It'll be totally different. It just won't be this. Again, I think it's more the format. That's what I think kind of is the thing. Again, I've based this in this idea, and I started this after I left a radio station in town. So I've really based a lot of things off morning radio or a radio format, and we've changed some things during this to get away from that, and more visual things and things like that. So just taking those lessons and learning them and applying them, and again, just trying to get more viewers. So if you're a person that tunes in and views and likes it, definitely come back in a few weeks and check out the new stuff and then share it with people. Send it out there. Because I'll give it a rip for a few more months or most of a year. But hey, if the new stuff doesn't work, then hey, someday it'll be me sitting by the camera saying "see you later," because I'll just move on to other stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. This was just something to try. And definitely dipping our toes in. So it's not the end at all. It's the beginning of something new. It's very exciting. I thought actually too, you guys also might be like a little relieved.
Relieved?
Just like, I mean, I know it's fun to come do it, but then there's probably sometimes you're like, man, I really wish I did not have to go do that today. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Those are just the
every
days
once in a while,
those are just the days my body hurts. But
And I know for you, like, I mean, again, you're awake at like 4 cleaning, so you were fine. But, there were sometimes you're like, okay, well, we've got people coming over this weekend, so you guys need to pick this shit up. And, we're kind of in your way in here kind of deal.
Mind. I enjoyed your all's company.
I did too. It's been a lot of fun.
But
like
I'm
I said,
so cool that it's, gonna change and be different.
change and be completely different.
Yeah.
And
so
again,
cool.
it's not the last you will see of these people either. It's not the end. But definitely taking a good 3 or so weeks off. I got a wife is taking a trip, like a teacher trip to San Francisco for a week
That's
and a
what
half.
he thinks.
Yeah, evidently going out there, but maybe running away with you, I guess. You guys?
looking for guys at the ice cream parlor.
Exactly. She could be, that Ozempic, man.
I just want to stand
Changes it.
behind her.
Well, they're rapidly disappearing, so you need to set up
Oh, really?
That's what I said, man. The other person I knew is the weight's shifting around and the fun parts are shrinking. That's all I'm saying. But maybe augmentation in the future. I don't know. Just something I'm thinking about.
Maybe it's where she sticks it.
Well then,
Okay.
I think it's about time to wrap it up.
All right.
Anything you want to say before we go? Last chance. This is it.
This is it. We
This was
love
it.
you. I love
Yes.
you. I
Thank you
love
for tuning
I
in.
love
We need
you.
a video editor to loop together how many times I've either said right, because when I re-listen to it, I say right too much, and how many times I say old lady.
Oh.
Old ladies a lot.
Yeah.
But that's just how you. Yeah, it's just you, man. You're just being yourself.
At some
man. You're
point,
not
I'm gonna
trying
have to like go through and do the video, dig out and edit them all together, and make like a rap song out of it.
Oh, lady.
Old lady.
Oh, lady. Oh, lady. Oh, lady.
oh,
Oh,
lady.
lady.
Old lady.
No Ozempic in my old lady. She's not doing that, right?
No.
No, she's not doing that. That's good. All right. Well, then, I guess I don't have anything else much to add. Again, thank you for everybody that's tuned in and whatever. Again, we're taking about a good 3 weeks off, but come back. The channel will be the same. Still be on YouTube, Rumble, have things on Facebook. Also look for YouTube Shorts, and also then making things and posting them on Instagram as well. It'll be, again, totally different format, different kinds of videos, different links. But the hour talk show format is, we tried it. But now, if I happen to get, 2,000 emails that say, no, I have a backlog and I was going to watch them in a year. No. Okay. If 2,000 people email me, then I'll change my mind. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen. But I definitely want to thank the guests that have been on, the
Oh my
people,
gosh,
the
they're
people that
amazing.
watch, these people here, Michael behind the camera, Scott Wilson at Wilson Farm Market, and of course,
Frankfurt Beer Works.
Frankfurt Beer Works as well for everything. And again, taking a short summer break, but come back for the all new rethought GGHOP, the brand new GGHOP.
You guys are still invited to come on August 10th to the Whitestown.
Whitestown
We
Beer
could all
Festival.
wear our shirts and we could
Yes.
make a skit or something.
Here,
Get all drunk.
have a shirt from a defunct podcast. Yeah.
You lost me.
Yay!
You lost me at get drunk.
All these shirts are going to go to like Malaysia or whatever, where they send shirts. The people that win the Super Bowl, they're all going there. They're gone. They're gone. No. We'll have a way you can purchase the shirts too.
The Ugandan war is looking quite stylish with their giant jester hat shirts out here. Apparently, their whole army is sponsored by Bill Gant because you have with Bill Gant on
Guy
it.
named Bill Gantz is sponsoring it all.
Like
But what do they
Toyota trucks
say?
in the middle of the
They say
desert.
Build Nat because the G could be silent.
Right.
They won't even know. Yeah, this is so. Yes, so come on back in a few weeks. We'll have a good time. It'll be completely different. Again, unless there are 2,000 emails saying don't. So we appreciate your time. Come back and see us. And so I guess for the last time in this format, for Karen Haynes, the beautiful Karen Haynes, James Swinford over there, and for Michael Hall behind the camera, I'm Bill Gant, reminding you to treat other people how you want to be treated. Lighten the hell up, and now you go make somebody laugh today. See you in a few weeks. Up on the internet, what do you see? Clickbait, politics, dressed as comedy. Who's outraged? Who's doubling down? The GGHOP is here to turn it all around with an ancient idea called having fun. Sounds a little scary, stick around, don't run. In the next 60 minutes, begging you to try. Open up your echo chamber and ditch your tribe. There's just one mission by which we're led to put a big fat smile upon your head. The song is almost done, time to start the show. But there might be something left that you'd like to know. What's GGHOP mean? It's your right to ask. The guaranteed, genuine, honest to goodness 1 hour podcast.